All right. Hello, everybody. Yeah, I've been waiting to talk about this for a little while now, and you'll have to bear with me because the software I'm using for these lives is a little different than what I'm familiar with. I haven't got to mess with these much at all. Um, all new stuff, lots of new things happening, and I'm finally able to talk about some of it with you here. So, without further ado, I'm going to get into it. Holy cow, did I brighten myself up there? No problem. For those who don't know, I'm Willy Adkins. I am the founder and owner of a company called Breaking Fate Entertainment. And for the last couple decades, I have been working very actively in the arts, mostly in movie and film, but through radio, podcasting, live event entertainment, all sorts of different things. I've been involved in so many different ventures regarding the independent arts and media. And currently, I have a new project that I've been working on behind the scenes for a little bit now, and I will be working on it tirelessly, nonstop, for the for quite some time to come. Really, I've recently announced that I will be opening a new storefront store in Dekalb, Illinois, and it'll be Mr. Willy's Dark Art and Oddities. And this shop will be an oddity shop, as you've seen many, I'm sure, in various cities across the country. But we will also involve some pop culture horror type things. I think things uh, like action figures of horror characters, classic horror characters, even any kind of horror memorabilia, some true crime stuff, of course, some murderabilia, some would call it. And then oddities, which can be all sorts of bone, taxidermy, uh, pinned insects, uh, gothic clothing, all sorts of different things. Basically, anything that fits inside the genre will fit inside this store. And we also will have a section that will be kind of the light and the darkness, which will feature some metaphysical supplies and things of that nature. I'd also like to include ghost hunting equipment in our shop, but that is still to materialize. We'll see how that pans out as things grow. But the big news today is it's signed, sealed, and delivered. We have a storefront leased. We will take possession of it here in the next couple weeks, and we're hoping to have a grand opening of Mr. Willy's Dark Art and Oddities at 150 East Lincoln Highway in DeKalb sometime before Halloween. My target date is around October 18th, but there's still a lot of red tape that I need to go through in order to get everything finished up and an entire store put together. So that's where I'm at currently. But now it's at a point where I'm able to finally talk about it, let you know right where it's going to be. It's a nice picture window storefront in downtown DeKalb. It is right next door to Lord Stanley's. It's actually in between Lord Stanley's and what used to be Stanley's Annex. So it's located right between those two. It was Seance at Tiffany's up until just this last week, and Seance at Tiffany's is not leaving entirely. They're actually expanding and moving across the street, and I was able to stop in and see them today. and take a look at their new space and what they're doing with it. And it's going to be absolutely beautiful. Please stop by and see the wonderful ladies over at Seance at Tiffany's. I adore them. They're great. They've been key and instrumental in helping me get into the space that they've been in for the last few years. And I am excited to see their expanded space grow and ours as well. But again, 150 East Lincoln Highway in Dekalb, Illinois is where our new shop will be. We'll have a bunch of merch available, but we're also going to be seeking out artists, which is why I really wanted to do this video. It's great to give you the address, let you know where it's going to be and kind of when it's coming. But I really want to appeal to the artist, as we always have with Breaking Fate Entertainment. This is a Breaking Fate Entertainment venture. Um, and we want to feature the art of any kind of artist out there that produces art that could be seen in sort of a darker genre, or a little obscure, a little different, a little odd, something that's not quite of the norm. Jason Davis, thanks for joining in and dropping a comment. Thank you very much for the congrats. I hope to have some of your books available in the store. I'm working currently on a new website for the store, and once I get that up and populated, one of the first things I'll have before much else on there will be a consignment registration form where you can apply to be an artist or a consigner of some kind of merch, some kind of a vendor, to have your merch featured in the store. And one thing that I've learned as somebody who produces media and creates art is that sometimes my overhead expenses for one medium of art that I might do are very different than some others. For instance, if I'm doing pyrography and I'm wood burning, maybe like a Ouija board or something, my overhead expenses in comparison by percentage to what my retail cost is would be different than that of something, say, like a DVD that I could get in bulk of some kind, and then have a certain markup. So I just want the artists out there and other consigners to know that instead of going with a flat given consignment rate at this shop, we're going to be kind of breaking things down by category and making it more appropriate, so that way the artist isn't losing their entire profit on having it in a store. We definitely want to make sure that that's all fair. So know that we're going to be very open to working with individuals like that. I recall going out trying to put some of my DVDs on shelves somewhere once, and somebody told me they had a 50-50 commission, and my retail cost was about 50% already. Or my only retail profits were about 50% over top of the wholesale cost of manufacturing the DVDs. So it's like I wouldn't make anything at all. In fact, after taxes, I'd be paying to have that there. So I'm very conscious of these things because I've seen it for years and years myself. And I do intend to make this something that is an opportunity for more than just myself, but many of the artists that we've worked with for many years, starting all the way back with the original Spook Show, or my work at the Chicago Horror Film Festival with my good friend Jason R. Davis here, who's now a great author. It's always been about the artist, always has. And we continue to see that through. Not that we won't have some other cool, fun merch in there, and I'll have a lot of my own original artwork available for the first time, and a place to keep working on it. Hey, Vern, thanks for joining in, and thanks for the congrats. I appreciate that. But again, the new shop will be at 150 East Lincoln Highway in downtown DeKalb. It's right next door to Lord Stanley's, in between Lord Stanley's and what used to be Stanley's Annex. It's a nice little shop. It'd be about 850 square foot store in there. And we have lots of other plans for after hour events, ticketed type things. After the store hours are closed, we will plan to have a small event space to be able to do workshops and learn to do some of this dark arts and other such things, a meeting spot for paranormal groups, or any number of things that could benefit the artists or the local community, because that's something that I'm really trying to be heavily involved in these days, is uh, being a bigger part of the community I live in here in Dekalb, Illinois, and by planting this flag here in a brick and mortar instead of just doing everything that I do touring over the road while not making movies, and seeking venue after venue, this will definitely give me the opportunity to build more on that community and hopefully bring more people to Dekalb as a destination as opposed to just a college town, you know. Any questions at all? Oracle Pink Tarot and Medium. Hello, thank you for joining in. Definitely welcome to have some readers come on by the shop sometime. That would be great. Um, Currently, and maybe some of you could help with this, I'm trying to find taxidermy vendors. That's not work that I do myself, and I would love to be able to feature some other creative works like that in this shop, as long as it's all ethically sourced. Yes, yes, you did. The shows the shows are going to continue too, just so you're all aware. There is a Dark Arts and Oddities convention that I do in November every year. That's still going to be a thing. I am working out a way to potentially use vendors who vend or do a consignment with my shop, my store, maybe complimentary or at least highly discounted vendor space at our convention at the end of each year, because it's just a nice way to give back to those vendors who are working with us to help build this thing and be a part of it. And it makes sense for them to be part of that large event we do at the end of the year at Alt Guild Hall at Northern Illinois University. Jenny Davis, thanks. Congrats on the new fun adventures. Absolutely. Look forward to seeing you down here being a part of that as well. Vern says, that sounds awesome. I'm sure Sarah and I will be some of your first customers. Can you say what vendors you will have at start? All I can say at start myself right now is myself right now. Just inked a lease today, and before I did that, I did not want to give an address. I did not want to give too much as far as consignments or what vendors. Right now, I am going to be working on forms so that the vendors can come to me. I'll be sending an email out to individuals like yourself and Sarah as previous vendors of my conventions. You will be getting a direct email, but soon darkartandoddities.com will have a vendor consigner registration form for you to be able to submit to be considered as a artist or consigner of whatever type. And again, we'll be working those consignment percentages based on the type of art, media, or product being presented, because I know that the wholesale or the overall or the product build cost can sometimes vary greatly depending on what type of product we're talking about. So we want to be conscious of that to make sure that you're not seeing a situation like I have, where I had a DVD that I was trying to get it on local shelves, and I was told that consignment was 50%. And I'm like, well, my wholesale cost on getting this printed and manufactured is basically 50%. So I'm not making anything. I'm conscious of these things, and I intend to adjust consignment rates accordingly for that. Thank you, Jenny. I'm definitely going to need that help in any possible way. Sarah, hello, Sarah. Thanks for joining in. I was just seeing your husband on here a moment ago. Love to be part of anything you do. Absolutely. And another reason that you could be a part is our workshops. We plan to do workshops after hours, which I know you've done for us at our convention at the end of the year. We will have opportunities for that to happen as well. So it's opportunities for us, also opportunities for our artists and vendor friends that we've accumulated over several years of doing conventions and film festivals, et cetera, et cetera. Let's see here. What else can I tell you at this moment? In addition to the new shop and the Dark Arts and Oddities convention coming up November 15th and 16th, which will also feature the Indie Horror Film Festival. I should have tickets available for that event. I'm actually going through the workshops, and I know several of my workshop hosts are in here. I'll be reaching out to each one of you, either today, tomorrow, or Friday. It's going to be a lot of things I'm doing all at once the next 3 days. But I'll be reaching out to all of you in order to get uh, our workshop schedules and details all put together and finalized so we can open up ticket sales and registration for those workshops. Sarah just said, I'd be honored to help and be on the ground sharing my wife's amazing products. Absolutely. Absolutely. Would love to see you guys both there. Again, our target date to open is around October 18th, but I know what it's like starting a new business, and a lot of unexpected things happen throughout that process. That's already happened with this process for me repeatedly. It's just kind of the way it goes. It's the nature of doing business in general. Um, 3 steps forward, 2 steps back, and you just keep, moving forward as you fix issue after issue. There's lots of number of things for making everything legal. I got to go through insuring different things, et cetera, et cetera. But that's all stuff that I can do and be open about the business happening. It's finally time for me to be able to say, yes, this is happening. And we're inked and signed and ready to go. Um, Beyond this year, we have a new convention called ZoccoCon, ZoccoCon.com. So, you vendors out there, this one's more of a multi genre event, like a Comic Con, really. It could be pop culture stuff, it could be original artwork, it can be dark, it can be light, it can be fun, whatever you like it to be. This convention, ZoccoCon, is basically for everybody. It's a celebration of the arts, and it's multimedia, it's multi-genre. It'll feature workshops, add-on ticket options, as well as some presentations that would also be included in the regular ticket cost, with entertainment all weekend. There is vendor space available for the ZoccoCon right now at ZoccoCon.com. You'll see there is a link there for a vendor registration. Is it? It's in a castle. Yes, actually, the conventions that I'm doing currently are all in a castle. It's Alt Guild Hall at Northern Illinois University. It is a castle venue. It is a real castle from 1893 or 1895, somewhere in that range there. You can find postcards of this castle online that, like on eBay, you see them available for sale every so often that show just the castle there and nothing else because it's so old compared to most everything else in this region. Yes, I want to do, yes. All right, Vern says, so proud of you, man. It's a long way from being ready to almost throw in the towel at last year's convention to be able to say you're moving on to this new and amazing thing that's going to be even better than before, plus all of the old. The truth is, Vern, I was ready. I had come to terms that I was going to walk away from the convention and put it to rest. And I had put in a lot into it, much as I'm putting a lot into this and everything that I do. And I guess I just wanted to see things do better. I want to make sure that my vendors are taken care of in any and every way they possibly can. I want to make sure that filmmakers who submit their films to these festivals have an audience that wants to see these films and will check it out at no additional cost. You know what I mean? I do whatever I can, and when I was ready to pull the plug right after the convention closed, I get this wave of support from several vendors who are either trying to even buy the convention out from under me in order to keep it going because they believed in what it was and how it was going and saw that it could keep improving. And we've done a lot to try and build it up. And uh, you're going to see some more of that this year. We'll have banners downtown in Dekalb, and we're going to finally be able to have signage all over this town, which would be great to be able to have some added promotional signage. Still building little things here each year with that. It is a grassroots effort. This is not something that gets major sponsorships. Not that I wouldn't accept them and build the event accordingly, but starting out a new event like this is not easy. It's quite a juggle to try and keep things affordable and manageable for vendors and give them an opportunity for making profit and getting their brands out there. And at the same time, not overstepping, taking too much from them to cause harm to that, but still covering the cost of covering this convention. And the first, few years, um, the first year it sold out within 6 hours. All the vendor spaces, we're selling out spaces really quick right now. And I guess that's my biggest motivation is the vendors are definitely lining up to come back to this. So I'll keep pushing forward with it. Yeah, we've had opportunities to expand our marketing now and expand the way that we can advertise the convention. And the store is going to be another part of that. Being in the downtown district of Dekalb, there's a lot of foot traffic. I'm already known by pretty much every small business owner in the downtown district and beyond around here, which is great. They've been very welcoming. I've had people that have heard whispers about what's going on reach out to me from local businesses here and express great excitement to have that, seeing this as something that'll be great for our local community and for the other small businesses in the district as well. Um, Seems pretty exciting all around. All right. Yeah, there you go. Now I can see all the comments. Oh, I don't know how you do that, but we're currently broadcasting on Facebook on multiple pages. Breaking Fate Entertainment's page, Mr. Willy's Dark Art and Oddities, which would be the store's official page. And there is a Dark Art and Oddities YouTube page also. This is being broadcast to right now. And if you can look that up and start following it, I'm going to start doing regular updates there and sneak peeks at inside the shop. I'm twisting words with my tongue, a little dry mouth, excuse me, mojo problem. Oh, yeah, there we go. That's a little better. But yeah, there'll be all sorts of really cool stuff you don't see every day, like this. Um, some people who see that be like, "Oh my gosh, you know what that is?" I know what it is. I had to switch over from my author page and find the event. Oh, I got you. I see. Okay. Shared it on the UTP. Oh, Unturned Pages podcast too. For those who aren't familiar, Unturned Pages is a podcast hosted by my friend Jenny Davis here. She's probably one of my biggest fans. My one of my booth bitches, as they say, one of my booth helpers, and this is an all around good friend. So thanks for sharing that on that page. Unturned Pages podcast. Check that out, everybody. It's a really good one. And talk to Jenny Davis if you're interested in getting interviewed. She does really good. Hello, Georgia. It's good to see you there too. Thanks for joining in. If anybody has any questions I can answer, I'd be happy to. If you just want to let your artist friends know, holy crap, this thing's happening, and I'm being conscious of what artists want to pay for consignment opportunities or what's reasonable. Please do let them know if you think there's somebody who would fit the genre of the shop. All right, everybody. My official website's willyadkins.com. BreakingFate.com is the official website for Breaking Fate Entertainment, and the soon to open Mr. Willy's Dark Art and Oddities can be found at darkartandoddities.com. However, you're just going to see a landing page there currently because we're building a new site behind the scenes. We got another question here. Jason asks, when does the store open? Our target date right now is around October 18th. But with new ventures, I kind of mentioned this a little earlier. With new ventures, it's a lot of red tape you go through, and a lot of different things can happen that can fluctuate that date. But I will be registering with the local Chamber of Commerce and working with them to schedule an official ribbon cutting. And I'm sure we'll be doing some kind of a celebration of some type. Called the Dark Arts and Oddities Con this year. Maybe a celebration of the new shop at the same time would be awesome. But yes, the target date is October 18th. and we really want to make sure we're open no later than Halloween. Absolutely, October's a spooky time. All right, everybody, thank you so much. If you're an author, an artist, media producer of any kind, and you would like to be part of our new shop and have your products featured there by way of consignment or even wholesales, uh, by all means, send me an email, willy@breakingfate.com, WILLY at BREAKINGFATE.com. And soon we will have a link available on the darkartandoddities.com website for artists and consigners to register to be considered there as well. Otherwise, thank you all for tuning in, listening, and sharing this with your friends that you think might be interested. For any other oddities, folks, I would absolutely love to talk to you. Always looking for advice and your wisdom. So thank you for those who've already kind of offered some of that and those who are continuing to do so now. Thank you all. Have a great night. Take care.